tal? ¿Estamos?
We will start with questions in English, please. Here.
Hi, Rafa. Congratulations for your victory. How do you experience this first round in this new center court?
No, being honest, the feeling to play in this court is not a big difference. I think it's the same. No, I don't have a different feelings. The court by itself, okay. In terms of visual game, we can talk about small differences, but in terms of playing tennis, I think it's the same. The wind is coming the same way. Still a very, very big court, so I don't see any difference playing tennis here.
Hi, Rafa. How did you feel about your level today, and what were you pleased with the most?
Well, it was a first round, and I did a lot of things well, not many mistakes, being very solid all the time. Just, of course, is the beginning, and the first round is more about talking about what I have to do better or what I did very well today. It's just about general feeling, and general feeling have been positive this afternoon, and just happy to be through to the second round, and that's the main thing today. And with straight sets, positive feelings, just happy for that.
Congratulations, Rafa, on making it to the next round. How do you prepare for an opponent that you haven't faced before? You haven't, in your next opponent, another individual who's a qualifier who you haven't played before.
Maiden, or who won? Maiden. Well, being honest, I saw play Yannick last year in Munich against Zverev, so I remember a little bit that. And then today with YouTube you can find things, no? And I saw some highlights of his matches, and you have an idea. Okay, of course, it's different when you don't play, never played before, but you can create an idea about what he does, no? And that's what I did. Just research a little bit on YouTube and watch some videos. And for after tomorrow, gonna be the same for me personally, no? But at the end of the day, for me, it's about play well myself, and of course, knowing a little bit the opponent can help.
Hola, Rafa. Saludos. Usted está mucho mejor en Italia do que antes.
Hello, Rafa. You were much better than in Italy than before. What happened? What made a difference for you? What enabled you to play so well over there when you hadn't been playing so well before? Well, to be honest, it's feeling good is what helps, but it would be unfair for any member of the team to say that it was due to the presence of my uncle, because he was in Rome for 2 days, but he was also in Madrid and other places. So it would be opportunistic to say that he was the determining factor. He was a great help. But what happened in Rome is that I've been evolving continuously on clay. And in Rome, it's true that I was able to renew with a high level, better than in Madrid. I wasn't able to confirm my level in the semifinals in Madrid, but you have good moments and bad moments. And in Rome, I had almost only good moments. So we're here now. It's a completely different tournament. And I will try to play well, fight well, and enjoy this tournament, which is one of the most important one in my life.
The very hardest workers our sport has ever had. Could you talk about your work, the process of working on your game? Does it give you a certain joy? Do you grow through that?
No, I have been a hard worker when I was a kid. Very hard worker, especially because I was able to play with very, very high intensity for a long time. But being honest, after the injury that I had in 2005 with my foot, my way to practice changed drastically, being honest. No, until I had that problem on the foot in Madrid at the end of the season in the tournament that I won. That the next day I couldn't walk. I had to change the way that I had to approach my tennis career in terms of the way that I practice, in terms of the way that I can how many hours I can work or not. So I think the positive thing is during all my career, if I was able to practice 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour 30, normally I did with the highest intensity possible. No, and that's all. And what I did during all my career probably is go on court with a goal to improve something, and that make me feel alive always and make me feel passionate about the process of improving anything.
Last two in English.
Rafa, I wanted to ask you about, to your left, I wanted to ask you about Christian Garin. I know he spent a little bit of time at your academy. What do you make of his season so far and the way he's improved in his game?
Yeah, he's playing well. He's a very dangerous opponent, one of the dangerous opponents on clay especially, and he has a good potential. So he decided another way, and things are going well for him. Wish him all the best.
Rafa, you know better than anyone what it takes to win here at Roland Garros. Do you feel like the challenge is the same every year, or are there new challenges each year?
Every year is a new challenge. It's more than new challenges or not. Every year is a new challenge, and today I was able to win the first challenge, and after tomorrow I'm gonna have the second challenge, and that's the only way.
Thank you very much. We'll carry on in Spanish now.
Thank you.
Enhorabuena, Rafa.
Congratulations, Rafa. I don't know if you knew very much before the match. You knew Hanfmann. How can you get prepared for such a match? Well, I answered that in English earlier on. With YouTube, you can always see quite a lot of things. You have the summaries of their matches, and that's how you get prepared. So what you prepare is yourself, in fact. And you can use the videos that are available, and the best thing you can do is to try and play well. Question. A month ago, you were playing against Team in Barcelona, and when did you realize that you were in a good shape and could get to Roland Garros in this good shape? Answer: it's very difficult to be convinced that you're okay. I don't know if many people are convinced about anything in this life. I think when you're convinced about something, you're very arrogant because most of the time you can hope that something is going to happen, and have the desire for something to happen, but to be convinced, I'm almost convinced about nothing in this world. The only thing I was convinced about is that I wanted to work, to try, and arrive at the event in a good shape, whatever it was, whether it was Madrid or Rome or here now. As I said, I could have made a mistake about my personal feelings, but I thought I'd had a good match. And that match was a good base for the future, and it was confirmed, and I've been able to make headway day after day and increase my trust in my body. And I was able to trust my tennis more and more. And all this comes out translating into victories, which is when you make the difference. Question. First of all, congratulations for your victory. You played 4 tournaments, you went to 3 semifinals, and you obtained 1 title. They're good results, but in view of your trajectory, it's even more important. But could you give us a little bit of an analysis about these results? Well, after it's, I'll tell you more about a week and a half of competition on clay. Well, three semifinals and one title in difficult tournaments. What can I say? If you want me to sign a paper saying that these results are good before I can start the clay tournaments, well, okay, I could sign that, but the normal thing is not to win 11 times Monte Carlo or Barcelona. It's always something special, and whatever I've done, I'm very grateful to those who've helped me throughout the years. But my main goal is to make myself available and ready to fight and compete. And honestly, the first week in Monte Carlo, I wasn't ready, but then I was ready. I wasn't ready in the first match in Barcelona, but I was ready to compete. Now, then you win or you lose. When someone comes with a better trust and better shape, that's how he won. And in Madrid, I played well, and in the semifinals, I had great possibilities of winning, but I guess I didn't play sufficiently well. And you're playing against the best players in the world, and you lose. And all I want is to fight and compete, and in Roland Garros it's the same. And this time it was the ball fell on my side, but you can't hope to have always the same results. I managed to win in Rome. Now I'm fighting for this title, which is very important. But what happened, and everyone has their own analysis of things and their own feelings. I have my own analysis of what happened, and this tournament is very important for me. It's probably the most special and the most important in my tennis career. And I'm here to try and enjoy it and compete in the best way possible. Question. Today, you're in your 100th tournament on clay. It's not easy. How can you analyze this regularity that you've had? I think anecdotal, losing or not losing Roland Garros, well, I don't know. Each data may have a certain relevance, but it's not really important. Question: some players felt that the conditions in Paris are faster than in Rome. Rome is quite fast. It may be the ball which makes a difference, but if it's sunny and hot, you have a good rebound, and obviously the ball is fast here. But I like it here.
Aquí a Roland Garros en Jaume que ara encara està jugant, en Casper Ruud també
Sorry,
que va
question in
aconseguir passar
Catalan.
la primera ronda. No sé com valores des de l'òptica de l'acadèmia també tenir dos al·lots que s'estan formant que hagin coincidit en el quadre principal d'un gran slam com a fita dins aquesta tasca formativa.
Bueno, ells estan en un procés de formació, però també ja que són una realitat, no? Estan lluitant per els tornejos més importants del món, estan en el circuit professional de ja d'una temporada, i per nosaltres, des de l'acadèmia, i per jo personalment, tenia a dos jugadors que estan a l'acadèmia i s'han pogut entrar entre els 100 primers per primera vegada en la seva carrera, i a més està consolidats en aquest moment i fent la temporada que estan fent, doncs és una notícia molt, molt bona, i és moment de felicitar també a tots els que fan feina amb ells, no? A tots els que estan a l'acadèmia, que cada dia estan allà amb il·lusió i cada dia fan que històries com aquestes dues puguin ser una realitat. I evidentment tampoc ens enganyem. La il·lusió i la feina que també fan ells diàriament, que l'he vista durant tots aquests mesos, i l'únic que se'ls pot fer és felicitar, i des del punt de vista de l'acadèmia molt contents, ojalà que siguin més de cara en el futur, farem feina per això, i per ells ojalà que segueixin tenint aquesta evolució.
Muchas gracias.
Vale.